This is kind of a moment we're seeing right now with the Dow erasing a 611-point decline, now positive territory, Michael.
Yeah.
What are you telling their clients? Should they be buying?
Yeah. Well, I think today shows you when you have a VIX of over 30, anything is possible. You can have 2-3% intraday moves, and you should not be surprised by that. That's just volatility. I do think this last week or so has been a glimpse of what can happen at the end of a credit cycle, and where the Fed just says, you know what, you got to work it out, we're not stepping in. So I'm not sure I would share that enthusiasm. You may get some year-end kind of stuff, but I'm not sure I would carry a lot of signal from that, only because it's such a thin time of year. Typically, we would look for a low when two things happen, and I'm talking about the 02 low, the 08 low, and the low earlier this year, where you get a low in the market, but you don't get a new high on the VIX. So on Monday, we had a low in the market and a new high on the VIX. Didn't see that yet. So if we get a new low and we don't get that new high on the VIX, I think that's a more convincing signal.
What would be the new high level on the VIX that we're watching?
It would be probably above 36 or so.
36,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Jeff, what's your view? Are you more enthused by the bounce we've seen in the last hour and yesterday?
Well, obviously it's encouraging, but we already took action earlier in the month. We raised our equity allocation in our portfolios. We managed about $27 billion, and we looked at this as an opportunity for investors. Nothing you haven't heard before, but when we see no signs of an impending recession, and you have an emotion-driven sell-off, always a kernel of truth driving it, but a largely emotion-driven sell-off, to us that's an opportunity.
And where in particular have you been deploying that cash?
Mostly broadly to U.S. equities and mostly to large cap. We see best opportunities going forward in healthcare and telecom. We think that's the right mix of valuation, dividend, and growth.
What's your safest sector, quickly, Michael?
I would say utilities are still a good spot as the Fed exits the hiking cycle. I would have a little gold to hedge the uncertainty.